So in the previous episode, we were talking about what came out last year and what we use, in HubSpot from the product launches from last year, right? This year, you're at inbound. What do you do when you're on the go, right? How do you manage your team? Because even though you're at inbound, you're having a good time, life doesn't stop, right? Most of the time, somebody on your team, my number one pro tip is to delegate everything to somebody else so that you can just focus on inbound, right? But in reality, we all know stuff happens, right? And that you have to, potentially go in, manage things by yourself, even though you're at a conference on the go, right? So in HubSpot, a few things you could do would be, this may seem like a weird one, but I would first come in and check notifications. Do you want them via email? Do you want to get them in the mobile app? The HubSpot mobile app, I really, really think is underutilized, my 2 cents. But you can choose to get them in different ways if you have different options set up. You can do email. There's a desktop option, mobile app. You can also do other apps. So if you have Slack or something like that, you could connect HubSpot to Slack, things like that. Another thing you could leverage would be Teams inside of HubSpot. I know that's a really weird one, but what I see commonly is notifications being sent to an individual instead of a team, particularly on forms and stuff like that. And I highly recommend going through, taking the time, switching to a team instead of a person, because if you need to add or remove someone to the team, and by that I mean your company, you can just come in and add or edit them to the team. Right? And then you don't have to remember where all of the notifications are that go to Bob or Susie or Frank or Joe, right? Because they're all part of the team. You have the form set up to go to the team. And that way you can have a chain of command, kind of like, what are those things called? Like the phone trees, like you used to have in elementary school. So, let's say I'm at inbound, and the next up to take care of things while I'm out is Blake. You guys heard from Blake a few weeks ago. So if you have that established, then you could have people ready to go and step in while you're away, so you can focus on the conference at inbound. Anyway, logged into my test portal. I'm in the HubSpot app. I don't know if you've looked at it recently, but it's gotten a major facelift and upgrade. Bravo to that dev team. Love it. So inside of HubSpot, the app, you'll see a few options. One of them being you can look at dashboards inside of the app. So if there's certain things you want to track, you could totally use the desktop version of HubSpot to set up a dashboard, right? And then up here, you can switch to different dashboards inside of the app and then see them in here. Now, again, you could set up things like the email. You can email dashboards inside of the desktop app to yourself, but also you could just look at it on your phone, which is pretty awesome. So that's number one. If you need to watch deals, you can come in, change the pipeline, and then monitor deal progress here. You can create things inside of the app, including tickets, which is awesome. You can check your tasks, do all kinds of things, but check it. You can even look at marketing emails, right? So let's open this test one inside of the app. You can see it's missing a few things like subject, things like that. You can also edit the email in HubSpot, the app. And then if you look, check it, there's this content assistant inside the app. So if you let's say you forgot to send something, you can do it all on your phone while you're at inbound, right? Need to check your tasks. You can come in, check your tasks here. All kinds of other options in the app. You can create records. Got to get back to my home screen. Make notes, social posts. You can social post from HubSpot, the app. But the one that I wanted to point out was the business card scan. I don't have a business card to scan, but you can scan a business card, and then it will actually make a contact record for you. And I actually did this earlier. This one was actually created from a scan of a business card. So you can see, I can get to all kinds of information. You can still edit the content after you've done a business card scan in HubSpot. Actually, when you upload the photo, it'll actually let you edit things right there so that you're getting the right information in HubSpot. And then up here, if I had any notifications and I had those notifications, remember we talked about the notifications, you can go on the desktop version of HubSpot and set up notifications there. But you can also adjust them. I just discovered this the other day in settings in here. So if there's something you want to see that you're not seeing, you can actually do it while you're on the go. It's pretty sweet. You should check it out. And yeah, use that mobile app while you're on inbound if you need to. It's pretty sweet.